Alrighty then, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the drawing. So I did some bit of work on I had to do some bit of work at least, and I came to the conclusion that I actually like uh, let's see, yeah. So we either have this one or that one, but as you can see now, I can actually change around. But yes, I actually want to get this one first up and running, and then I will get to the next one. So no further ado, let's get this all sorted up so I can actually start with all of the shenanigans that I need to pull off. And then after today, I actually will be today I will be doing my daily walks again afterwards because it is necessary to get my muscles to relax, which is quite an important task to have happening. So yeah. I must say though, I'm actually doing quite well today, and I think most of the things I have already done that day will be quite easily fixed. So let's just get it all fixed up and let's get started. So let's do that. Let's get that one up and running. Group 1, Group 2, yep. All right. With this one, I actually can go for 2 versions of it, I think. Quite easily, but I think this one is actually better for the talking animation. So let's hope that it actually turns out pretty good. But then again, it is quite hard to do this quite nicely. Well, without an issue at least. So let's go first for this one. There we go. Did I forgot something? I did forgot something. Alright. Let's add those lines then. There you go. Now we can actually continue. And easy. There we go. And then we're gonna go here, deal with that. And then next week I will actually, next week I will be next week I actually finally have my PC stable, which is quite nice. Although it had some issues, corrupted files in the Windows documents, which is quite annoying. I had to deal with that, and I will probably in October I will be stepping towards Linux, and hopefully then the whole PC doesn't fucking collapse on itself. Because I'm not gonna be touching the how do you say that? The Windows 11. I'm not gonna be touching that with a 10 feet pole at all cost. Mainly because I do not like the way of how it is handled. And that is indeed an issue. So yeah. But then I will also probably, update my graphics card as well, so it actually looks good. Or either update the graphics card or the motherboard, one or two. But that will be not now, luckily. Alright, now we have done that part. I can now get this bit. There you go. And with that said, I now have what I need for this one. And now we need to move to the next bit. So now we're going to be going towards the main, now we're going to go first towards this bit. And after that, we're going to be going further. So the whole idea of this one is that it is just a talking animation. And I can do the look down part, but not necessary. And then next week, I will be, oh well, this week, I think I will go this week. I will go look for Pixiv for one of the drawing contests, and then see if I can get one up and running, and then do a little bit of a free work. Well, not free work, but it gives me a refreshing. You know, you not always need to do this every single time. You need to also switch around with the works that you do. So yeah, I'm gonna be seeing if I can find something funny to challenge myself with, and then hopefully get myself towards the end goal of that assignment, and see how well that goes. Because it has been a while since I have been doing such challenges, and yeah, I actually want to do another one because I believe the Draw Fest will be coming around New Year this year, but I do want to do some practice running on like timing and getting things done because of that, and of course keeping in with the style. So I'm trying to keep the style the same. All right, let's see. So, and then probably that will be then a little bit difficult, that's for sure, but that's the whole experience. Trying to keep the style the same and then hopefully get towards the goal. So starting with 0 instead of oh, I can technically do this later. I need to focus on getting the coloring done. Then after that I can actually focus on the rest. All right, and then this one is gonna be like so. There you go. Easy. And then we're gonna be going now for the darker color, and then after that we're gonna be changing things up and making it even more darker. All right. Now we've done that. Now we need to get that last light bit on the other side as well then. And it's already looking good. The texturing, that is. Now we're going to be making sure that we have that bit. That is going to be around here, right? Yeah, a little bit more higher this time. There you go. Then we're going to be making sure that we have the coloring part done. And then get the lighting part done. And then that should solve that issue. All right. A little bit less. There. Then we now need to get towards the other coloring. So now we need to get this color up and running. And then get that coloring done. There we go. Easy as that. With that said, I can now get towards the next bit, which is then which are now the other things. So I now need to switch around and get ourselves the gold. Or the yellow bit. Mainly because otherwise I will screw that up. Incorrect. And then this one. There we go. Now let's grab those things as well. Easy. And then this one, which is quite easy as well. All right. Now we have done that part. Now we can actually get to the next bit, which is now the... Well, let's go first. Let's go first for the eyes and then continue with the rest. I can go for the hair, basic hair coloring, and then go for the eye, and then go for the eyes. Just to get that already on the way, so we actually have like a basic idea of what it's gonna be looking like. The drawing itself, that is. There we go. Alright, and then we're gonna go here. It's now it's the question, is that good? Ah, I see the mistake here in the hair. I see where the mistake lies. That is a good sign. But let's first continue with the coloring of the hair, and then I can actually fix that part. I knew there was something off. All right. Now the question is, where is the mistake? That is indeed the issue here. Well, I know where the mistake lies. I just need to make sure that I have it correctly fixed. So the mistake here lies within the hair itself. As you can see here, it is down and then upwards, which is not here the case. And that should fix that issue. Because now the head is on the head is now, instead of fully well, how do you say that, symmetric, it's not symmetric at all. Well, it is symmetric, but it's not symmetric in the length department. It's symmetric here, like in this department it is symmetric, instead of having it like that, which then gives it away. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, now let's go here and start first with the coloring. All right, let's get the eyebrows as well. I forgot a bit, right? Yeah, I did forget. I forgot a bit. Wait, hold up. No. Wait. Don't tell me I forgot those bits of hair pieces. I did. Okay, hold up. Exactly. Ah, let's see where the mistake lies. So it's in here. All right. So let me just grab that as a center point. Ooh, I see. That is indeed a cool. That's a cool one. I think I have an idea. Hold up. And now, if I now get that back in here, we have now that in here, and now we can actually get the other eyes in there as well. There you go. And now we can actually go back to where we want to be. But I could technically go for... let's see. No, yes, that one. And then make sure that I have the eyes bits done. Because the eyes bit is a little more difficult. There we go. And then, of course, I can also go for... Yeah, that's a very good one. Alright, so now we have done that, and now we can actually go back here. So now let's hopefully get everything colored up. There you go. And now we're going to be adding in the blue color first, and then after that we're going to be adding the rest. Alright, note to self, the line work is a bit sloppy, so I need to make sure that I have that fixed. I need to make sure that I have this one on different thing. All right, so now we have done that. And I need to make sure I have that line perfectly fine. All right, now we're gonna be able to go here, deal with this. Now we're gonna go here. Ah, let's see what a mistake is here. All right. Let's see how this turns out. Because I know that I need to put this one above everything. All right. That means I need to make sure that I have this one better. No, the other way around was better. All right, so now we have done that. Let's open a better one for this one. All right, so we have that one. So that is just clear. Okay, so clear. So with that, I have a clear version, right? Yeah, I have a clear version. All right, that looks so much better. So we have this one. And then now we're going to be making sure that we have this one placed like so. I actually want this to be on the top side. All right. Now we're going to make this a group. And the first thing we need to do is making sure that we have the highlight version of it. All right. There we go. All right. And there we go. That one bit's done. Easy. Now we're gonna be first going for this color. Easy. Now we're gonna go to the coloring part here. And we're gonna be saving it just in case already. Nice. And then we're gonna go here. Nice. And then that is done. Now we need to have the second bit. All right. Now let's grab the second bit. And that needs to go upwards. And this bit needs to be going upwards as well. There you go. Easy. Now that we've done that, I need to make sure that I have the next bit done. So now we're gonna go for the green, green, and green. Let's save it. There we go. And easy as that. And then move this one out. And then go for the last bit, which is this bit right here. Oh, no, not that one. And that one. Easy. Now let's get that bit up and running over there. Then we're gonna go getting the mouthpiece, which is technically on this side. So let's do that. And then go over there. And that should give us what I need. Easy. Now I need to get this one to that side. What? That bit of work. There we go. Now that we're done with that side and that side, I need to now go for the second hardest part. Grab that color. It's not really the soft color, right? Oh, it is. So let's just erase it and then make sure it's like around 5. Yeah, a little bit higher. No. Yeah, I think that's the best one to go for. All right. Now that we've done that and we have completed that, I now can go put that back. Can put that back. Now we're gonna be putting the original thing down. Now we're gonna be saving this again, and now I could technically move the mouthpiece downwards. So putting that like here, but that will ruin the image. So no, I will not do that. All right, now we're gonna open this. And we're gonna pick up this bit. Copy. Paste. All right. Oh wait, I need to copy it from the new one. The new one is actually fixed. New one, I actually fixed it. This one I didn't fix it. This one I actually fixed the whole damn thing, which is a lot more easier for me to do things. So paste it now. There you go, that thing is fixed. Now we're gonna go to yada 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 thing. Copy this. Ah, now I can see already mistakes which I need to fix. And not too many though, which I'm very happy about. That I was actually keeping myself in line here. All right. Now move that downwards. Now we have that back. We have that back. We have that back. We have that back. And now we have actually the full drawing back. All right, so yes, the mouthpiece is a little bit too big. I can fix that by making it less big, I think. No, I can't. All right, fine. And I need to grab the color as well, and that will actually fix that issue. Those two need to be in a group. Ooh, boy. Like that. Then I need to select a group. And I need to make sure that I have this bit. Okay. So what is the issue? The issue is that it is a little bit too... Well, there needs to be a little bit more wider. So if I move it here, how does that look? No. This bit needs to move like that. Since if I move it here, so if I have it here, it's a little bit awkward because it's a little bit too on the nose. That would that solve the issue? No, it does not. So I need to move this bit to where? Towards here. If I now put this out of selection, yeah, now the face is a lot more better. So I moved it a little bit downwards. Okay, with that said, I can actually get the last bit done. Yes, if I want to do this, I need to go for like that kind of feeling. But that doesn't work with this style. So if I want to go for that style, I need to technically go for... Yes, that actually gives me the confidence I need. Alright, so yeah, this is better. Because then I can technically switch this around and then make it happening like that. Which means then I can add that to it, and then I can add that. Then I can add the big giant. Yeah. Alright. Let's save it like this. And then we're going to be saving it as a PNG version. There you go. And then we're going to be saving it as a web PNG version. And then hopefully get it right. So now let's see if this works. Because now we actually have a somewhat smile, which is the whole point of it. What TIFF? No, I don't want to have a TIFF version. God damn it, I want a WebPNG version, not a TIFF. Dang it. No, it's not a TIFF image. I misplaced that one. Alright, save it like this. Alright, now we have that. We have that. Now with that said, because technically I can technically go for, you know, I technically can go for the positioning on those things like that. Yes, alright, so that is what I need. That is what I want. Now let's see if I can get that right. Oh fuck. I need to load open the fucking thing normally. Somewhat smiling, so I need to go here, smilish. And then I need to add this to it. Alright, so first things first, we need to make sure that we have that nice little effect. That thing. So let's go for the watermark. Let's go for the water droplet first, because that's the easiest one to go for. All right, so let's... And then we're gonna be going now for the next ability. So that is gonna be in the background, probably, yeah. So I want to have that in the background probably, and then go for the long stripe effect. So I think if I do that with, if I do that without the sparkle, so I can actually do this in the sparkle part. Which is this one not, that one not, that one? That one, yes, but I need to have, I need to now switch these ones around for the sparkle effect, so let's go for that. So these ones need to be going yellow. Or do I want to keep the normal I can technically keep the normal thing. But I need to make sure that I have it in this one. Now the question is like, what kind of color do I want to give this? I can technically go for like, I can technically make this transparent. Or I can make it like maybe red. Let's make it yellow. Ah, wait. That needs to be turned around. we go. Easy. Yep. And then no. So now we have that. And that should work, right? Because that is indeed the dirt face, yeah. Can I also then add something like, maybe like... No, that will make it too aggressive on the amount of stuff on the screen. All right, so let's save it like this. And then maybe something like this, maybe. No, that's a thing that I can actually add. Nah, I'll keep it like this. I think that is better. Right, so save again, and then save as the PNG version. Nice, and then the WebPNG version. Because if I now add in, because what if I now add in, for instance, this color. Yeah, let's just add this and then see how that works. So, and I would have added like, Oh, that's also very cute. Nice. And this is why it is always so funny to do things. So that's... So yeah, you can actually do that. Alright, I will see... Wait, no. Alright, so I will keep it like this, and then I can actually reuse that position again for 2 or 3 poses in one go, which is nice! Because then I can actually just switch around the mouthpiece, which is great. So now if I go here and open this back up, I can now go to the mouthpiece, which is in here. And I say, this bit is going to be going away. And I put this in here. I can then do this. So now I have that. I can then go here, bring up this bit again. This is the best part about all of these expressions. A mouthpiece is already giving an expression so much more effect to it. There you go. And now I can say I will save this as a PNG version, and I will put it like PNG version again, and I will say like v2. There you go. Well, because I really like this one, I do like this a lot. So let's go for that, and then we're gonna go for a PNG version. v2, and easy as doing that. So we went from a smile to something way better on the mouthpiece. So now we have done that. We now can open the file again. So we can go now for the smallish version. There you go. Open that. And now we have that. That is no. I believe because that's the whip PNG, so no. And then this one I also don't need. And then this one is also there. So now we have actually the web PNG version. So we went from this one. We went from the surprise look. So to the surprise look of, you know, like, yay, great, lovely, to this look, which is then of course a little bit more different, but it still actually consists of the boundaries of what it is. So instead of that, so as you can see, that is actually a far more gentle confusion. Gentle, more of like, I don't know the answer, but I'm gonna be nice here. And this one is more like, I have no idea what the answer is. So yeah, but this one is way more cuter. I like this one a lot. All right. I hope you'll enjoy it for now, and thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye.